across the market boards today. Could we see a COVID-19 vaccine rolled out soon? Now, COVID-19 has hit the airline industry hard, but today was a good day for aviation. It was announced that Comair would begin to take new bookings for low-cost airline Kulula.com ahead of plans to fly again on December the 1st. Comair has been, of course, under business rescue, and the reintroduction of Kulula flights is the first phase of a ramp-up of full operations expected over coming months. At the same time, it was announced that a new airline will be open for bookings tomorrow, and it'll be ready to begin flying on the 10th of December. Lift is promising flexibility for customers. That's the name of the new airline. To discuss, we're joined by the founder of Lift, Gidon Novick. Thank you for being with us, Mr. Novick. You are former CEO of Comair. You've obviously got the experience, but why are you launching a new airline? It's such a difficult time. We're seeing airlines drop out of the sky.
It is a strange time. I've been asked that question many times, but it's a really good opportunity. Obviously, many of the competitors have around the world, players around the world have struggled in the industry. It's also been very opportune to source aircraft. Aircraft are very readily available at very good prices. And I guess the fundamentals of people needing to move around and connect with their family and friends and business colleagues is still there. So people are wanting to travel, are starting to travel again, and will continue to travel.
Yeah. Well, talking of Comair, I mean, they've announced that Kulula will restart flights in December. So you've got Sapphire, Mango. Is the gap that you were hoping to take advantage of gone in a sense?
I don't think so. The one issue is there a supply that's needed in the market. The other issue is what are customers actually looking for? Our belief is that they are looking for flexibility. People are very uncertain about traveling. They're uncertain about their futures, and offering full flexibility is something that we found very important to people. So it's not just another player. It's important that we compete and that we differentiate as well.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your differentiator. You offer people the chance to change their tickets. I mean, how much warning would they have to give you? How much flexibility is there really?
Yeah, so just within 24 hours, tickets can be changed. They can be cancelled. They can be changed multiple times if needs be. What we find is people don't actually change that much, but when they book, they want to know that they can change if the need arises.
Tell us how this all came about. You're in partnership with Global Aviation. They'll operate. How many flights are we looking at? A former Uber executive involved. At what stage did you start thinking, okay, South Africa maybe needs another low-cost airline?
Yeah, I think every industry kind of goes through cycles, and consumer needs change. Uber was a classic example of really, disrupting an existing industry and being extremely mindful and focused on the customer journey. And that's why having Jonathan Ayash on the team and driving the project, having come from Uber, has been, really fascinating just to see all the points of the journey, the customer journey that can be assessed and addressed.
And the first flights, I think it's Cape Town, George routes. I mean, what are the future plans after that?
Yeah, so Cape Town, Joburg, Joburg, George. Those are our two routes. Our focus is going to be the Joburg Cape Town route. That is one of the busiest routes in the world. Actually, it's the 12th busiest route in the world. Cape Town's obviously a tourism hub in South Africa, and we very bullish and optimistic about tourism in South Africa. We have the most beautiful tourism, options, and foreigners will come back, and locals are now discovering what a beautiful country we have and are starting to explore their own country.
So I hope you're right, and that tourism booms. Competition is really good for passengers, for the travelers, but you say, I think sadly for many, that this won't actually be about cutting prices.
Yeah, it is very competitive. I think prices are very competitive. Cutting prices is the easiest thing to do in any industry. Just, it's a very simple thing to do. It's much harder to add value. It's much harder to really try and re-engineer the experience that the customer has. And that's going to be our focus.
It's a risk. I remember airlines starting previously. It's a risk for people to book that first ticket, to be one of the first few passengers. Can you guarantee South Africans that if they book, you will be flying on the 10th of December?
Absolutely. I mean, it's cast in stone. It will be on our website tomorrow. Bookings will be open. And we have 3 Airbus A320 aircraft. As you mentioned, they're operated by Global Aviation. They're an incredible operator. And we'll be up and running on the 10th.
All right. Thank you for your time tonight. That was the founder of Lift, the new airline on the block in the skies, Gidon Novick.